Hey everybody, July 1st means June favorites time, and I don't have a lot this month. I have a couple things that really stood out to me, but I'm not going to put things in my favorites just because I kind of like them. I want something that I really liked and really enjoyed. So the first thing, I have two blushes this month. The first one you saw in a haul probably about a month or two ago. This is the Sephora plus Pantone Universe blush duo, color of the year blush duo. And this is what it looks like. It's pretty big. You can see, like, compared to my face, how big it is. And this is in the color Desert Flower and Coral. And Desert Flower here. Desert Flower is a shimmery, Coral is a matte, pretty much a matte. And these are orangey coral tangerine colored blushes. And I love them. They look pretty funky and like they might be a little scary, but I love them, especially now that I have a little bit more of a tan. It's a bright pop to give on your cheeks to make you look flushed and healthy without being a light pink, because I really like bright blushes. I think they can be the most natural. If you just put a little bit on, it really gives you that natural fresh look, as opposed to like a rose that can kind of sometimes make you look, I don't know, it looks a little heavy on your skin or something like that. So this can really freshen you up and brighten you up. And I usually like a really light, bright baby pink for that. But this has been really nice for summer because it just, with a little bit of a tan, put a little bronzer on, this looks so good. And I think this would be beautiful on the deepest of the skin tones, and if applied lightly on the lightest of the skin tones. So don't let the brightness scare you. It's I've been wearing it a lot. I'm wearing it today and I really enjoy it. The next blush is a product that I've been looking for something like this, and I found something that I really like. And this is the Sonia Kashuk Super Sheer Liquid Tint in the color Poppy. And it comes in a little squeezy tube like this. You can find this at Target. And that's like one, not even a whole pump, and that's way too much for my face. But it's a really bright liquid cheek color. And I like this for, here, I'll show you. I kind of sheared out a little bit. You can see, you can shear it out really lightly. I mean, it's looking a little wild on camera, but out here, I have it here, and you can barely see it. So you can really work with it to make it look good on your skin. And it's nice because it's just completely matte, not matte, but it doesn't have glitter or sparkles or anything in it like that. And what I apply it with is, here, my Sedona Lace 928 brush. It's like a flat top kabuki. And I just kind of spread it out on my hand, dab it on there, and then dab it on my cheeks and buff it in. It looks beautiful. It just adds a really like clean, fresh pop of color on your cheeks. And then I always put a powder blush over top to help it last longer, but it just keeps you from putting powder over powder over powder. It just makes your cheeks look a little younger, healthier, fresher, because it's just a great pop of color. So I love this. I definitely recommend it. The next product is a self-tanner. I was out in the sun a little bit. I was at the beach and things like that, but I've been using self-tanners on and off, and I'm kind of bad about it. Like I don't always feel like using them, and but this is one that I have been enjoying. I don't use it all the time, but when I do use it, I really like it. This is the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze Self-Tanning Towlettes for the body, and this is in the color Medium Natural Tan. And you get 6 single-use towelettes, and they're big. Like, they're decent sized towelettes. If you were gonna do your whole body, I don't think one of these would be enough. But for me, I'm doing kind of chest and arms and then legs. I don't always do my stomach and back and everything like that. So one I can get away with. I like it. It's not a very dark color. If you're looking for just a little bit of sun-kissed look to your skin and you're not looking to look totally beached bronze, this is a great option. And the thing that I really love about it is that it's in a towelette, because I have so many different self-tanners, but most of them are lotions or gels or something. And while I love some of them and some of them give beautiful color, I just am not always, I don't always feel like putting a lotion, especially if it's tinted. I just really don't like tinted self-tanners because I guess it helps you see where you're putting it, but for me, other than that, it has no use because it's not like I'm gonna go out with that on because it's streaky looking and it kind of makes you look dirty and gross. So I'm not gonna be like, oh look, I get that instant color. I don't like that. And then it rubs off on my sheets and it just gets, I just don't like that. And I feel like those lotions, they don't sink in as well. So then if I typically do them right before bed, but then I don't like them on my sheets because I have, you know, bright white sheets. But I also don't want to do them around the house and then be sitting on a couch or sitting on a chair and like rubbing that oily residue off on things. So I love these towelettes because it's so simple. They're clear. You wipe your arms and legs down or whatever you're doing. It's clear and it dries instantly. I mean, it's not a cream, it's not a gel. It just soaks right in, it dries instantly. You can get dressed right away and I love it. Like I said, very, not a super deep color, but if you're looking for just a little bit of a pick-me-up, when putting it on, it doesn't smell, but like I can definitely smell self-tanner on my skin, but I smell that with almost all of them. So typically I'll just shower the next morning anyway to get that off if it really bothers me. But yeah, I like these. If you're looking for something simple and the creams have been kind of bugging you, give these a try, get them at the drugstore. I'm really enjoying them. And then the next product, I've talked about this before, it's been in a favorites before, I've reviewed it before. This is the John Frieda Sheer Blonde Go Blonder Controlled Lightening Spray. This is a brand new bottle I just got. I've gone through several bottles of this over the past year and a half since I kind of discovered it for myself. This is like a nicer equivalent to Sun-In. What you do is you spray it wherever you want a little lightening. For me, that's my roots. So I like spray it and I flip up sections of my hair and spray it while my hair is wet out of the shower. And then the heat of your blow dryer or whatever product you're using lightens it. Can get kind of a bad rap because it's a bleach. It can be damaging. Any kind of bleach like that can be damaging on your hair. But I love this stuff. I don't use it all the time at all. I got my hair done probably, it was just before my birthday, so like mid-May, and about 2 weeks ago I was just really, like my roots were just really showing because my hair is pretty dark compared to what I have it now. So 3 times in a row I used this spray. I don't think it was 4, I think it was just 3. And this is the lightening that I get. I mean, it just blends everything together. I would never replace getting my hair highlighted with this, but it just helps the stretch in between because getting your hair highlighted is damaging and they're pulling it. They don't pull the bleach through all of my hair. They don't pull it the whole way through the ends. But still, this is less damaging in my opinion, than getting a full set of highlights more often. So just, I don't think I've ever used it more than 3 times in a row because that really just gives me the lightening that I need to last for a couple more weeks. And then I might even have to do it again before getting it highlighted. But I love it. I mean, I do it around my face and here, and you can see, I mean, you can definitely see where my highlights kind of stopped, but it really softens the look so that it's not, you don't see dark roots, because I hate dark roots on me. I think it makes my hair look greasy, it makes it look flatter, it just, so I love this for this. One thing I will say as a warning, this has like chemicals in it and bleaching agents. So I learned this from Teresa, Beauty for Everyday. Check her channel out, she's fabulous. But she was using this and she used it like right up until she got her hair highlighted, and the mixture of the chemicals like fried her hair and it was breaking off and it was horrible. So I'm sure she doesn't use that anymore, but I have never had that issue because I stopped using it several weeks before going to get my hair done, just because I mean, even the first time I never really thought about it, the mixing of chemicals, but it's just by the time I've used this once or twice to lighten, a couple weeks later it's time to get my hair done for real. So if you're gonna try this, stop using it before you do any actual color treatments so that there's no mixing of chemicals, there's no chemical reactions, and then you're probably gonna be good to go. Also, this works best on blonde hair or light brown. Up here, I'm pretty light brown. It can get brassy looking. I know I've had my mom use this. She didn't like the way it looked. She thought it got too brassy, but for me, I like it. It's better for me, in my opinion, than dark roots. So, happy about that. And then my nail polish of the month. This is probably gonna come to no surprise if you saw my last video. The Nailtiques Formula 2 Plus. This is a nail protein. Love this. You can see I've used almost all of it. If you have problem nails, if your nails peel, break, chip, or soft, weak, whatever, watch that video. I will link it here for you. This seriously saved my nails. I had tried everything. Thought that that's just how my nails were gonna be. I've been using this for about a month and a half. They're amazing. I mean, no peeling in a long time. I'm just completely blown away that a product can do that for my nails. So highly, highly, highly recommend Nailtiques. So that is it. These were my favorites from June. I feel like I picked up several things throughout the month, but nothing made the cut. Returned a couple things, and some things I'm like half using. I always feel like there's things that I pick up at the very end of the month that I really love, but then I can't include it in my favorites because I'm not gonna put something in here that I've only been using for 2 days. So maybe they'll end up in my July favorites, but we shall see. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. See you, everybody.